Morning. Sawatdee, Sawatdee, Sawatdee Ton Chow. Beautiful sunny day today. And it's hot, but it's not, we're not at the scorching mark yet. Right now it's about, was it 85 degrees? We are on the Sansap Canal, in case you don't know. This runs all the way down to, almost all the way down to Towson Road. I used to take this boat all the time. Now I don't take it quite as much. I don't know why. I mean, maybe I'm just too lazy, but it does involve a bit of work. You get in a taxi, you go door to door. It's like they drop you off right there. So if it's hot, you don't have to walk anywhere. There's a lot of stuff you don't have to do. Whereas you go on a boat now, that boat's pretty empty. I don't mind taking it when it's empty, but you got to get to the pier. You got to get on the boat, and then usually you got to go from the boat. You got to either take a motorcycle, you got to walk, then take a motorcycle. You got to take a motorcycle, then you got to walk. Whatever it is, it's just easier to take a taxi. And the reason the prices, everything's a little bit expensive. It used to be 20 baht to get to where you get down to Lot Prow Road. If you take the motorcycle, now it's 25. They raised the price again. It used to be 15. Everything's going up slowly but surely. And we're right now we're still behind the mall. I'm going to cross over in a little bit. I just figured it's a good time to get out for a walk, and you know, I'm always doing well. Fine. This canal is never unsteady. It's flat. Just go straight. Very seldom do I have any dips. Do I have any? Do I? Oh, what's oh, this is where they're fixing this stuff. Yeah. Yeah, very seldom do I have any peaks and valleys. If I do, they're pretty minor. I like to keep it that way. Man, it is starting to get hot already because there's no escape from the shade here. So hopefully, if I cross over, there'll be some more shade. Then I'm going to go to Rompate Road. Oh, so I did. So I did. Right. That's a barista. That's a barista at a coffee shop in there in the mall. Nice guy. flew my drone back here a couple years ago. They got the Fight Academy here. I didn't even know they have this here. I didn't even know it. This wasn't here before. Huh, interesting. I thought I heard somebody grunting in there working out, but maybe wrong. Holy moly, man. This place is big. There is somebody grunting. People doing sit ups over there. I didn't even know this. One, two, three, four. Oh my God. One, two, three. One, two, three. Damn it. One, two, three, four, five. 5 rings, so many bags. Unbelievable. Maybe I can send Nicholas here. Man, that freaks me out a little bit. I mean, this place is huge. Holy, they got people working here. They got all kinds of people working here. Who knows what's up with this place? I'll have to find out. What's it called? T1 Fight Academy. Trip out. That's awesome. All right, now maybe I can read something since there's no glare up here. What's up, Scott? Hi, bot. 33. Cool. Good place for 7-Eleven and Starbucks. Oh, don't say that. You know, the world needs less of these places, and I mean it. And I don't mean that in a I hate them or anything like that kind of way. I just mean there's too many of them already. How come? Why would you need another Starbucks? And the coffee is not that good. I mean, that's the truth. This is what I wanted to go before. I guess I didn't even hit it yet. It's up ahead. Burmese. So many Burmese here now. It's shocking. I think this is a little coffee shop or a restaurant or something. Maybe not. Maybe it's up here. Good to hear that the bot is over 33 now to the dollar. That's great. And I got money in Wise. When it gets, I mean, it was at 33.17 like 2 days ago, and I transferred some money, and I was like, yes, I just made some free money. Oof, brutal, man. It is brutal out here. See, I haven't taken the boat, and it's been a couple of months since I've taken the boat. And if you look over here, fair bit of graffiti over here. This is canal life. Buttercup? I didn't think it was this far, but just forgot. School. Is the end of August a good time? What? You're never going to avoid tourists, man. Unless you go to places that aren't tourist zones. I mean, really. I mean, this is kind of wild. They're draining one by the mall, but this isn't it. Unless you want to go somewhere very off the beaten track, and I've been to several of them. They're in the channel. There's live streams and videos, but you're always going to have tourists, man. See if I can read this. They usually have the script that's a little funky here, but this seems pretty good. Wat Chan Huang Sa Ram Siêu Châu Kong Chan Kong Chan Khet Bang Kapi Klang Yang Wan Ram Bang Kapi. This is different. They painted this on here, these steps. That's kind of interesting. Yeah, let's just go walk right in. There's my renewal for my drone. I was wondering about that, but they send you a renewal. Not expensive. I think it's like 600 baht or something. Pretty cheap. And you know, to be honest, I've flown it probably 3 or 4 times. That's it. If you want to stay legal, you got to register it. You got to pay. Usually they have a guy sitting there. Yeah, see this guy sitting there. It just wheels. He pedals. He pedals and it brings the boat across. Let's see here. You have to register. You have to take a pilot's test. Now they make you take a pilot's test, and you have to get the license. I thought it was closer, Venice, for some reason. I thought it was just like 2 minutes, and we're here. Now I could go left and go straight up, and there would be a coffee shop on the right hand side as I hit Ronkenham. Or I could continue to go further, maybe. Ah, I will go up further. Oh, those fruit. Very convenient. You don't have to go to the grocery. Get off the boat, boom, grab your stuff and go. Kind of peaceful. It's windy, a little bit windy. It's nice. I feel like temperatures like 87, 88, 70% humidity. It's nice. I wish I could run. I can't run anymore. I do miss running, but I've got a lot of injuries that, I mean, I can jog, but running like that guy was running for speed, nah, it's not going to happen. You have to know your limits and your age. So quiet now. I have a hat, but it's so hot. If I put the hat on, I'm going to be sweating into the hat big time. I'm not going to be walking that much farther out here in the sun, so I'll be all right. I'll get in the shade soon. I have my beanie, my black beanie. More construction. Is this it? They cut it off or what? What's the deal? No, they can't have. Unless you go down here. Oh, that'll suck if that's what the deal is. It just might be. Wow. Or maybe just walk across. I don't know. Let's see here. I don't think that's what you're supposed to do. I think you can do it. Oh yeah. This is our place. Cool. So you can walk this way. Hang on 1 second here. Look at this. What are they doing here? There's part. Hey, listen, guys, do me a favor. If you like this stream, you like the videos, you like it when I travel, you like it when I sit in front of the computer, do me a favor and hit the thumbs up, subscribe. Look down below in the description, figure out how you can help support the channel. There's all kinds of ways. But click like, please. I'd appreciate that. It's free. All right, hang on 1 second because I am gonna. You can always wash this, I guess. Okay, let's get across here. Whew. All righty. A lot of workers here. Not all that many people walking around, man, but there's a lot of workers. People doing construction. I mean, look at this monstrosity. I have no idea what they're doing here, what the purpose of this is. There we go. Perfect. That's the hat. I got so many hats and I never wear them. So I figure it's about time I started wearing some hats once in a while. And I took this off. I was going to wear it and then I took it off. I thought, man, it's too hot. But probably too hot not to. Same with the shades. Never used to use shades. Now I use them all the time. Look at this place. It's wild, man. Big, huge. Oh, they're selling it. I'm not buying that one. But still, you're still in Bangkok in this dirty area. I, man, I don't even want to think. I shudder to think about the stuff that is in this canal. There's got to be dead dogs and cats and people and just, oh, crap. So much crap. I just, God, it's gnarly to even think about it. I didn't want to get shades because I like having, I need a prescription and I like having prescription shades. But, after a while, I just went, I'll get them, I'll get them, I'll get them. Then I'm like figuring it out. I'm like, the ones that I want are like $500. And I'm like, do I really want to get them? Do I need them that bad? And I thought, no, but I do need a pair of shades. So I got some shades at Decathlon. They're about $20, which is painless. Oh yeah, we got a little ways to go, man. I like to cross over. Look at this. I mean, there's not a lot of life as far as things going on. What's happening? There's not much happening on this section of the canal. But you can see the signs of life. Every once in a while there's a little coffee shop or restaurant or something like that. And, the people come out at night. Look at this. And they spray the graffiti. This little section right here is pretty dead. Gotta get to that bridge. Make a left. Make another left. Take it from there. I don't know. Maybe I'll make a right. I don't think so because I don't think I want to walk all the way to FBT. This might be FBT. I don't know. I forget, man. I don't ride for a while, and I'm like, is this the stop? This guy's out here fishing for dinner. Hey, Cloud, man. My young man. Young. Not yet. He doesn't have any yet. I wonder if there's gators in this canal. Probably not, but even if it was clean, I wouldn't be going swimming here. I know there's monitor lizards here, but gators, There's a place down in the south in Suratani. I went by the river the last time I was there, the Tapi River. Tapi River. Uh, Man, Tapi. And I thought to myself, man, I'd like to kayak this. And you start thinking about the logistics of it. I don't have a car. We have a truck in the south. That means I'd have to buy the canal, or the kayak rather, down in the south, keep it at the house. Well, I guess I could do that. And they have to drive me to where you let in. And then, oh, so this is FBT. So maybe we'll take a right on the left. But you have to let in there. And then it's a 5 to 7 day trip to get to the ocean. And as you get closer to the ocean, there are saltwater crocodiles. Not a large number of them, but there are some there. You have to be careful. And I've been warned by several methods to, if you want to get out of the kayak, make sure you're right up on land in a place where nothing can get at you, or go to a pier or something like that. It's a little bit safer, but just don't get out, and don't just go jump in the water and go swimming, because you don't know. They might be they might be eyeballing you from afar, and that might be it. Oh, look at this. You see this over here? They got the little cutouts. Now, I wonder if the water can go up if they have that blocked off. If they have the water blocked off so that it can't get anywhere near the house there. I don't know if you can see that, but pretty cool. You don't see that very often, those cutouts. What's this here? Well, it's on this side too, because look at this. You see? Man, it's been a while since I've walked this, and I've forgotten about this. Look at this. Crazy. My wife is now in the Dominican Republic, and she's staying in a very nice hotel. And she got in the place, and she's showing me around on the video call. And she says, we can have a house like this. I said, yeah. She goes, we could build it right on our land, and it wouldn't cost us all that much. And I'm like, yeah, I know. So I hope when she comes back, we talk about it a little bit, because I wanted like a 2 bedroom, a 2 bedroom place or something like that. She wants something like 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, take up the whole back end of our farm. I wouldn't mind it. Wouldn't mind it. I don't know. I guess if I have all my goodies, all the things I need to make life comfortable, then I could probably do it. All right, we're here. Now I can cross over and see. Well, I'll show you in a minute. I could cross over just straight ahead, or I could go down here and you go under the bridge, and then you resume walking over here. And you can't see it from here, but over here there's a whole bunch of people at the pier waiting on the next boat, which is coming. Alrighty. Cannabis. 1999 Cannabis Rye Lana. Thank you for coming. Uh, I think I'm going to cross at the crosswalk. Better idea. 7-Eleven, imagine that. $600 for a 2-hour massage. Crazy. I pay 300 in Disneyland. 150 baht an hour. Okay, red light. Red light, green light. Sports Authority of Thailand. There. The stadium is, I think it's right there. Oh, time to walk. Air is so dirty. I can't stand it. Hideous. Lawn shop. They're open. This place is closed now. See, Sports Authority right there. I used to come to this place all the time, but that was a long time ago. All fried food. All good food, but it's all fried food. It's not good for you. You mean Hong Kong? I was in Hong Kong for the protest. I was in Hong Kong about 2 months before the anniversary of the CCP until about a month or two after. Oh, it was about 4.5 months. God, I can't believe that was 5 years ago. And the difference between me now and then, I mean, even then, just walking around for 10 hours, 12 hours a day, because that's what I did most of the time. You start out at 11 o'clock and get back at anywhere from 10 to like 2 o'clock in the morning. Even that, then it was starting to get very difficult because, you know, it took a lot of energy, man. And I don't really mind that, but when you're a little bit older and your energy is not, you just don't have as much energy, then it's kind of like you're pushing it. And I saw this thing on the photographer, this British photographer that I really like. He's one of my favorite photographers, Don McCullen, and he went and he was like 75 or 80, and he went to Iraq while there was fighting going on. And a couple of times he needed help. The guy he was with was younger, and he did say at the end, he goes, "That's it." He goes, "I'm not coming back." And I can only imagine if you're 75, 80 years old, because at 64, I I mean, I feel the difference from 59 or 60. I feel there's a big difference. Looking for a coffee shop. Coffee, anyone? None of these little foo places. Now, if I turn left instead of right, I know there was a coffee shop. I'm sure there's a coffee shop down here. I just don't remember exactly where. It's been a while since I walked this. I'll ask my wife, "Hey, do you know what stop to get off on the BTS? I'm trying to go to wherever." She go, "I don't know. I've only rode the BTS once, and that was with Nicholas because he knew where to go." You know, I don't get much help from the family for that kind of stuff. But I rode Mama's tea. I do know where there is a coffee shop, but it's a little ways from here. Might take me 10, 15 minutes to get there. I don't know. There used to be an Intamin not far up ahead, but I don't know if it's still there. Those shops are hit or miss. They either have very good coffee or the coffee's eh. This is my favorite subject right here. The MRT. The line has been completed for about 2 years, and yet they don't really have any trains. So no way, no way it's going to work. I thought it was going to be this year. It's supposed to be next year that the trains are going to come. They got the contract for the trains, which is crazy. How do you complete everything but not have the trains? Why don't you get them at the same time? Negotiate it, figure it out. Here's a cafe, Amazon. Here we go. So I want to go in a cafe, Amazon. I'll leave it to you guys. It's a yay or a nay. It's a yay or a nay, or I'll just figure it out myself. I'll go myself. Which, since I'm standing in front of it, I might as well. Something up. Call. Yeah. Call cappuccino lawn cup. คาปูชิโน่ร้อนนะคะครับเป็นผมทานี่หรือเทคโอเวทานี้ครับเข้าใจครับก็50 บาทพอดีมากครับ Got a nice padded seat here. Oh, buenos dias, kun James, kun Jim. Oh, whew. I didn't realize how hot it was outside. Let's see here how this works. Looks a little crooked, but man, it's hot out there. It is crooked. Let's see. That'll work for me. Jim, how you doing? How's everybody doing? Brutal out there, man. Just brutal. Much rather have the tea, but I don't want the sugar. I go up like 3 or 4 kilos. I barely eat any sugar, and my weight goes up. And I'm like, I got to cut the sugar. So I cut the sugar for a couple of days, and then the weight goes back down. But it's hard to enjoy anything. I got a plan for it. Can't have any real sugar for like 2 weeks to have one little tiny piece of chocolate or something. Your solar installed. Life is good. That's good. That's good. Get that out of the way. The thing is you get that out of the way, then you're going to find something else to do. That's how life works. I'm I'm ecstatic because my wife, when she was in New York, she went to Tommy Bahamas. And if you know, I'm wearing a pair of Tommy Bahama shorts right now. Although their little emblem which was glued on. They use a heavy duty glue. These pants are probably 5 to 6 years old. I've worn them, I don't know how many times, but I have a couple of different clothes from Tommy Bahamas. She went to Tommy Bahamas. She bought some stuff, and I had cologne from Tommy Bahamas, which I just love. It was really good. She got the exact cologne that I wanted. She got it, so I'm like, when she comes home, I'll be sporting, be doing all right, and then I'm gonna go back. I'll go to Miami soon. Is that a parrot? Hang on a second. I gotta get my coffee. She doesn't tell me. Thank you. She said something to me that I thought was illuminating, illustrative, demonstrative. That was, she said, Thailand has good service in the hotels and things like that. It's good service. Yeah. I said, okay, I agree. For the most part, they have good service. It depends on what hotel you go to, but she's talking about, at least 3-star, but mainly 4 and 5-star. But she said, in this place, what I noticed is they have good service, but they're very, very professional. And Thailand lacks professionalism. And I would agree with her. I would tend to agree. Very friendly, very nice. They're very helpful. They can do a lot of things really good. But when it comes to the professionalism that they show, I think only the really high-end places have that professionalism because they're trained, But I don't know. So what's going on, everybody? What's happening? Anything? Everybody's so talkative. She gets a So I asked for water. Can I have some water, please? Of course, she has to. I don't know why. She has to steam the cup, and then she puts the water in, and the water is hot. So I get hot water. I'm just saying it's whatever. Hot water. I thought it would be cold. It's really hot. Yeah. I mean, that's true sometimes. Sometimes it's not. You know, I mean, I've been in places. You call the girl, she comes over, you go away, and she comes back and she's waiting for you to like finish up. But I know what you're saying. It does happen. I think it's the professionalism. I don't think it's anything else. And the thing is that what they do sometimes, and this is maybe because of the lack of ovens or stoves or whatever, but you got 6 people there. Sometimes they bring out. They don't bring out all the food at once. They bring your wife's food out, then they'll bring out your food. 10 minutes later. Then they'll bring out your kids' food 5 minutes later. They don't time it to where they bring out everything, at the same time. Not that I'm complaining, because really we don't really go out anymore. Not that much. We don't. I mean, we might get some street food or something like that once in a while, but I can't say that we go out like 2, 3 times a week. I mean, I bought the kids pizza uh, about a week ago. Other than that. But I'm not here to bitch about anything. I'm fine. I'm good. Everything's good. You know, happy. And that's the thing. And I know there's a lot of people that they sit at home and can't read that. Hello there. Glasses. My eyes are getting worse and worse. I almost need a new pair. Andy, that's who it is, Andy. How you doing, Andy? Where are you? Yeah, here in Wisconsin, they're grabbing the farm fields for the data centers. You know, I'm sorry to hear that. I was thinking about it the other day, and I mean, probably 15 years ago, I started saying, I just don't really care that much. You're at home. Aren't you going to India or something pretty soon? I just remember saying, I don't really care, what goes on back home, as long as everybody's all right, my friends, my family. I don't want anything bad to happen, but like, I'm not worried about it. And, like, I was still saying the same thing 5 years ago. Now I think much differently. I don't, honestly, I just don't care. Not one bit. I want everybody to be okay. I want everybody to be, to be able to live a good life. I don't want things to go to complete shit. I don't want anything bad to happen. I want good things to happen for people back home. But other than that, I don't care what this guy's saying, what that guy's saying. I don't care about who's doing what. I don't care about any of it. The other day I watched the Knicks, the last game of the series against San Antonio. Now, I never watch basketball. Never, 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 never do I watch basketball. Um, I don't. I don't watch it. I just don't. And the thing is that I haven't watched it since the Lakers, since Magic Johnson played, since Wayne Gretzky was playing hockey. Well, nobody else has complained about the volume, so I don't know. I'm sorry. This is the same level that it's always been. Maybe it's your computer. I don't know. I don't think it's mine. But yeah, getting back to that, I just don't, I just don't care. I'm apathetic, completely apathetic. All right, that's about all I could do right there. I turned it up a little bit, and that's all I could do. Maybe it's yeah, exactly. So I don't know now, but this is the best I can do. So you're gonna have to bear with me. There's always somebody complaining about, oh, there's too much static. There's this, there's that. I almost had a chance to relocate to the Philippines for work. Well, I don't know. Why would you? Why would you do that? You really want to go to the Philippines? Have you been there before? I'm assuming you have if you want to go there. Because to be honest, I wouldn't live in the Philippines now. Knowing what I know now from all my trips to the Philippines, from all of the time that I spent in the Philippines, I wouldn't go there. I mean, I have friends there. I have good friends there. I have really good friends there. If Jim was in here, uh, if Jim was here, there's another Jim who worked there for years and he hated it. Not because he hated the company, because he hated all the corruption and all the bullshit that you had to put up with in order to be able to deal with being there. It just was a huge pain in the ass. Yeah, and listen, I'm over it. I've been there. I've done it. I like the people. I like the place. I had some good times there. I have a lot of boxing people there. And if they asked me to go over there, if they wanted me to come over for work or to help them or to just hang out with them, I probably would. But it's so hard about that. Haven't you ever done that? Hello, Shadow Gabe. Um, yeah. So again, Philippines, no way. They're down on the bottom of the list. I've been there many, many times, and I don't want to go back. I don't feel like, oh, I've got to go there. They got some nice islands. They got some nice beaches and stuff like that. All I would say is, what are you going to do after you've gone to the beach for a week straight? You're just going to keep going and keep going and keep going, and all you're going to do your whole life is just go to the beach, have lunch, maybe go surfing or do whatever. You're going to come back and you're going to have dinner. That's what you're going to do every day. I don't know. You got to figure something else out to do. Some things to do that, to take up your time. And the Philippines, it's just not for me. Philippines, no. Malaysia is a maybe, but definitely not in the cities. Singapore, no way. I've been there many times, and there's no way I would live in Singapore. No way. Oh my God. That's like, I hate it, not to be a smartass, but does Thailand have better internet than the Philippines? Thailand has better internet than the United States. And that's the truth. I mean, what do you think I'm on right now? I'm on 5G. I don't know. I might be on Wi-Fi. I don't know. Yeah, well, I look at it a little bit differently now than I used to. I don't have to make money from it. I don't, I know that generally, if I go on a trip, just for me, not for other people, um, if I was to, yeah, I don't know. I got to think about this a little bit. Well, if I'm gonna do a live stream, like, listen, I'm doing a live stream now. Now, it doesn't cost me much money. I don't really care about buying myself a coffee. It's no big deal. I don't have to. What did I do? I paid a little bit for the motorbike ride to get to the mall. Paid for the coffee. So maybe I paid like $3, $4. Nothing. But if I go on a trip somewhere, that's a different story. Every trip I go on, I spend at least $400 up to about 2,000, 3,000, depending. I haven't done that in a while. Now, if I only get 20% back, I'm losing money. So if I'm going to go there, I got to make sure I'm going to have a hell of a time. And that's my problem here in Thailand now. I've been everywhere where I thought I would have a great time. And all the places that I want to go, I'm like, is it really worth it? Do I really? When I come back, am I going to go, wow, that place was fantastic? There's only a couple places left. What is this? 100 megabytes per second cable. Plus $80 in cents. Wow. Listen, my internet is $25 a month. Not even that, 24. Not even that. It's like now with the exchange, about 23. 100 megs up, 100 megs down. You guys are lost, man. Really. The internet here smokes the internet in the United States. And when it comes to the internet in the Philippines, there's absolutely no contest because of all the brownouts in the Philippines. What's happening there, Sammy? How you doing? What was I gonna? Oh, what's going on with the Ryan, man? Who used to live in Japan? What's going on with him? I saw some video of him. He's like, I just took a deuce in my car. I'm like, he's living in his car or something. Unbelievable. Well, that's true. I meant to ask you that, Sam. I've been thinking about sending you a message, and it's taken me a while. Moved back to the United States a year ago, a year or two ago. I don't know why he did, you know. Anyway, I hope he's all right. I hope he's all right because you know, living in your car, I can understand. I can understand you doing that for a couple of months to get your act together. You know, yeah, and that's the thing, especially if it's what you want to do. Okay, fine. Hope dropping a deuce in the car. That's a little bit. Thank you very much, Andy. You are the first one. So let's give Andy a thumbs up, shall we? Speed test for me says my internet speed is in the top 9% of US. It's very fast 90% of the time. I got to finish my coffee before I go for a walk, Robert. I've already been walking. You missed it. Don't know what to tell you. He has plenty of money in the bank. Yeah, I didn't. He doesn't want to buy a place. He wants to travel around the U.S. and explore where he wants to settle down. He's not worried about it. Okay, well that's good. I kind of figured he was, kind of trolling people. But when he saw him taking a dump in the car, I'm like, what the hell's happened to this guy, man? Oh God, it's not my life. It's his life. Do what you want, man. I figured he had money. I figured he was doing all right. Anyway, what about you, Sammy? How you doing out there? Everything's good? I'm gonna have to shave in a couple of days. If you're living in a car and you need to take a dump, you can't really sprint to the nearest bathroom. Park far away from the toilet. No, I understand that. I do understand, but man, I would go next to a tree. All right, Andy, you off to anywhere soon? No, I know. He's doing his thing. I do it the old-fashioned way. I shave my head with a razor blade, just chilling. Yeah, you're pretty laid back. You're getting old, man. You're getting old in Japan, and I'm getting older. China, okay, China. All right, I thought it was India, but okay. All right, well, good to know. Yeah, the wife is on. Yeah, I'm always worried about dying. I'm like, I don't want to die in the mall. I don't want to die walking on a live stream or something like that. And I'm like, with my luck, I probably will. I'll probably outlive everybody. I'll be like 95, and people be going, "You little bastard, you!" Crazy. But I do think about it. But anyway, my wife is on a business trip. She's been away for, I don't know, what's today? Wednesday. She's been gone since Sunday. She'll be gone a couple more days, but um, I think they help. I do think they help. I mean, people have been doing them for years and years and years. It's not just a fad now. They've been listen. When I was a little kid, there were cold plunges, and look at the people like Russians and stuff like that do them out in the lake or something like that. I think they're legit. They help you. I've done them before. They're not the most pleasurable, but I mean, it is. You got to prepare yourself mentally. But listen, they have the ones. They have the thing where you go into the booth, cryogenics, and I think it's like I don't know how much it is. It's like 5,000 baht for like 3 times or something like that. I might do it. I don't know. And they also have the ones where they have the spa and the cold plunge and all that. I don't know. You know, if I was still being an athlete, if I was still training hard and I was doing those kind of things, yeah, maybe I would. I mean, listen, I don't even like getting a massage now. I, that's the God's honest truth. I don't want anybody touching me other than my wife because she knows how to touch me. You know what I mean? Like she knows, oh, touch that, don't touch that, don't do this. She knows what will irritate me. You go to some massage parlor and the ladies are massaging you, and they might do something. It's like I got so many injuries. Um, they have cryogenics tubes here in Bangkok. I'm not talking about the deprivation chamber. They have those too. I've thought about doing all that stuff, but it is a considerable amount of money if you want to do all of them and you want to invest. you want to invest in yourself to do that. For me, I'm like, I don't know what it's going to help me that much. Although, if I shave, I don't think I look like I'm in my 60s. Not that how you look really matters. It doesn't really matter. Man, I gotta use these glasses. Yeah, I know it improves circulation. Time to get out of here. That's what cryogenics is. But they don't freeze you like you're in a piece of ice. You go into a tube and it's like 30 degrees below zero or something like that, and they put you in for like 3 minutes or something like that. I don't know what it is. I forget. 5 minutes. They got one right down by Tonga or something. I forget the location of it, but it's out there. Get out of here. Uh, I have that right out my door. Well, listen, when I went to Russia, it was 10 below zero. I went walking around in my shorts for half an hour. And I was freezing my ass up, but it did feel really good. And that's why I did it. I did it every day. I did it every day, like a couple times a day, like 2 or 3 times a day. Hopefully, I'm back. Yes, I'm back. Can you imagine that? I can't get to FBT. Then I don't remember where it goes. Try to figure it out here. How do I get on the boat? Hurry up. I think it's 39 or something like that. Maybe I can get there. That's what we'll do. We'll go to the boats. Try to speed it up a little bit here. It smells so good here. You know that I do like the food, the way that it smells. It always smells so good. Well, sorry, I'm not eating ice cream, buddy. No ice cream for me. If you want, you send me some money. I'll buy you one, and I'll just let it melt here, just like you ate it. Oh, this is it. Good deal. I can't believe this chick is all black. She's got to be sweating her ass off. I don't even remember what the name of this temple is. And I've been here many times. Thought I hear. Well, it's a video of the Sandsap, but I'm on Rock Lane Road where there's all kinds of street food. Now it just smells like dirt. Well, it's pretty easy to explore. I mean, really, much easier than the Chao Phraya, which covers a wider, more vast territory. It's just very really, it just covers really little local places. It brings people to local areas. The farther away you're going, the less people will know. So this temple, which I never remember the name, it hasn't continued to the river for many, many years. It will go to the Chao Phraya in some places. I think there's two places that it will go to the Chao Phraya, but you can't take a boat there. I don't even think you can walk there. But I've seen two places that I remember. The old lady was trying to get out of the car, and her daughter was sitting next to her, and she tells her she's trying to get out. She's having a hard time, and I was like looking at her, going, "Oh, poor lady." And the daughter, that's Watipila. The daughter was looking at her, and she goes, "Matanghuala," which means you don't need to laugh at me, because she was trying to get out of the car and she couldn't get out. It's water, man. Watipila. I came here about maybe 2 months ago, something like that. Man, I almost broke my ankle. Yeah, we got to go over, and then parched, man. Could use a big thing of water. I'm curious to know how many steps I have uh, racked up today. So let's see here. I'm here. Now, the boat goes on both sides. No, the boat comes over here. I think it comes on both sides, I guess. Get some water up here. I have any? No have. Or no see. I don't see the boat. This is nothing new to report about Bangkok or Thailand in general. The party is over. The jig is up. You'll find out soon enough. If that's what you think, dude, you got your head up your ass. Thailand isn't what it used to be, but nowhere is. You want to go live in Vietnam? Go live there. Go live in Vietnam where they don't have a visa and you have to leave the country and you're not sure about a fucking thing. Go ahead, go live there. Go live in Cambodia, which is no. These countries are nowhere near the level that Thailand is. Really, they're nowhere near. And the thing is that they're going through what Thailand went through 20 years ago. I was here. I was here 30 plus years ago when all that stuff was happening. And it was so easy, man. I mean, I just went into Nana Plaza, gave them my passport. Boom. You come back in a day or two, you got 15 months in your visa. I mean, that was so easy. It was so wonderful. And the thing is I don't live in the same manner that younger people live in and that I lived in when I first came here. I'm not going to Nana Plaza all the time. I don't go at all. I'm not going to Pattaya. I'm not going there for women. I'm not going to Soy Cowboy or Pet, uh, Pet Pong or any of these. I'm not going to do any of this shit. To me, it's like living in America, except you got the benefits of the prices are generally better. The people are a little friendlier for the most part, you know. And if I want to get around, I can get around. I can go anywhere in the country. Just got to pay a little bit of money. That's all you got to do. And I'll get anywhere. Hard to see a boat coming from here. The party's over. Yes. What party? Tell me what party. Listen, even when I went there, I knew what Nana was. You weren't, maybe the first one or two times I went there, I was like, oh my God, wow, this place is crazy. But after that, I mean, I got wise pretty quick, man. It's like you either wise up here or time to just chews you up and spits you out. How many people that have been living here for 20 or 30 or 40 years do you know that are continually every single night or almost every night they're going out to the clubs and bars? They don't. I don't want that lifestyle for me. If you want that, go ahead, do it. The party's over. Yes, okay. Here comes the boat. But for me, this is perfect, man. Only thing is that I'm in Bangkok. I'm not, you know, I'm in Bangkok or I'm in Suratani. I'm in Wing Sa. I'm not in some beautiful beach location. But that would have, I'd have my own, I would have my own share of problems, um, wherever I was. Doesn't matter. And you, dude, you were so negative. You're filming concrete. Looks boring as fuck. Well, I guess you ride on boats all the time and go all the places I go, and you've never seen any other places. You've never seen any other places I've gone, which, I mean, I've gone to places that you have never even thought about going, my friend. I hate to tell you that. I'm 64 years old, and I've been here almost 64, and I've been here almost 32 years. What about you? I've been over every inch of this country and Southeast Asia. So, what about you, my friend? I always find something decent to do, whatever. You don't want to watch this stream? Get the fuck out of here. I don't care. You want to watch? Okay, you're welcome. You want to talk shit? Then you get out. That's all. Very simple. Oh, God. Typical angry response. You'll find out they don't want me here. Dude, I'm married to a Thai, you idiots. God. See you later, pal. You know, yeah, there's some Thais that don't want you here. Big deal. Guess what? You go to America. There's Americans that don't want you there if you're a foreign national. So what? I don't care what anybody wants. I really don't. That's the thing. People get it mixed up. If you don't want me here, as long as I'm allowed to be here and I'm here, I don't care what you think. That's the thing. One thing that I've done as I've gotten older is I've cut the number of fucks that I have. I've cut them down drastically. I just don't give a fuck. Well, yeah, yeah, that's true. But I mean, for me, it's like, listen, I understand. There's Americans who don't want Indians here. They don't want Chinese here. There's Thais that don't want Indians and Chinese. That happens all the time. So why do I worry about it? What would I? What you're talking to somebody who I care about very very little. Really. And I don't mean that in a bad way. It's not. I'm not angry. I'm not responsive. I'm not. There's none of those things. It's just this is the way it is here, and if you don't like it, then leave. That's all. You don't like it, get out. You have the choice. You want to live here, live here. You want to live in the Philippines, you live in the Philippines. You want to live in Vietnam, you live in Vietnam. You can live wherever you want. This place's going to be empty, almost empty. Yeah, baby. No, I'm not going to the floating market. All right, 18 baht. And that is about 3 baht more than it used to be. But I know that prices have went up. Prices have went up in the last 2 years. Just take a little ride here. I haven't done this in a while. My guess between 30 and 40,000 a month. They got to have a license to drive the boat with all the people. They've got to be able to get insurance. So they're not making 15. It's so loud. They're not making 15 or 20,000 a month. This is FBT right here. This is the first part of the walk right here. Now, one thing I haven't done in a long time is take the boat to Midbury, the electric boat. It takes about an hour, and it's so much more quiet than this boat because it's electric. It's excellent. It's really nice, but unfortunately, there's not a whole lot in that direction. All right, let's stop back to this one. This stop about, I don't know, 3 years ago. They had the boats were all lined up and they were waiting. What they were waiting for is someone had fallen in and drowned, and they were floating right next to the pier. Oh God! And they had to go in with divers and pull them out. But, I mean, the divers, right? They don't want to jump in the shitty water. So they got wetsuits on and fins and a mask and full face protection. Well, it's a little bit loud. Hang on. All right. We're here. They're open. And into the aircon we go. Just give me a minute, please. I can only do one thing at a time. Go over here and chill. Oh, oh yeah. We turned it up, and I just hear the engines, and still struggle to hear him. Well, I'm sorry, but I turned it up, and that's all I can do. The mall, yes, the mall. Which the mall? It matters. This is the mall Bancapi. There are many of the malls. This is the mall Bancapi, not Bang Coffee, Bancapi. Do you know what Bancapi means? Do you have any idea what it means? Let me see here. I can do this here. I will tell you what it means. Almost all year since I've been there, I don't understand. Okay, there we go. Bancapi means shrimp paste. See, you think that's amazing. That's not amazing to me. It's been 5 years since I've been able to do that. It's been many years, and it's only gotten better and better and better. And it does disconnect once in a while. It does freeze up once in a while, but for the most part, it's very, very good. So, well, I'm just saying that the name Bankapi. Bankapi comes from kapi is uh, the paste. Bankapi means shrimp paste. So that's the origins. You speak Thai after living there so long. What do you think? พูดไทยได้ครับพูดเกี่ยวกับทุกอย่างไม่ใช่ตกใจไม่มีตกใจครับ The one. It is blazing. All right. Whew. Well, it's been fun. It's been fun for the most part. This guy's getting all set. This is the guy that I saw driving by on his motorcycle or his bicycle earlier. And I come here probably 4 times a week, so I get to know him. I've got to know all these people that work here. A little bit friendly, but what they do every day is they throw out all kinds of boxes, and then they get all these grab orders, and they just got to put all the grab orders together, and then take the people's orders um, that come to the shop. I was about to say shed the skull cap. It's not 100 degrees. It might be 90. It's about 88 degrees right now. Maybe it's 90. And that's why I didn't want to wear the cap outside because it was hot. But I wore it. I didn't wear it. Then I thought, okay, I'll put it on. I put it on. And now, because I want to cool down, I took it off. Anyway, eat healthy. Don't eat shit food. Who is that? I can't see. I cannot read without my glasses now. It's really gotten bad. And the thing is there's a reflection in the glasses. An omelet's fine. When I make an omelet, I use good olive oil, a tablespoon, and I will usually get 2 egg whites and 1 whole egg, and then I make it with some vegetables or something, and that's it. It's fine. I mean, stay away from the 7-Eleven food. No, that's the guy's name. Oh, I don't know, man. Oh, omelet. Oh, Omar. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. I appreciate that. I don't want to know about the donations coming. That's really nice, but when I see them, then it's nice. Till then, doesn't mean much. What I was going to say earlier before I go, um, yeah, I eat a lot of Greek yogurt. I try to get the kefir, but it's very difficult to get. Um, I eat zucchini, cucumber, tomatoes, onions, red onions, garlic. I eat a lot of that kind of stuff. And, I have lamb, I have beef burgers, I have chicken, I have tuna, I have salmon. We have a huge piece of salmon in the freezer right now. Um, so, yeah. Anyway, what I was going to say is that my wife is away. Usually, when she's here, I shave every day or every other day. Just because she'll say, when you kiss me, it irritates my face. She'll gripe and groan about it. So I just learned. I don't think there is a difference. I don't know. I'll eat either of them. But she doesn't come back for a couple of days. When I know she's coming back, then I'll shave. That's how it works. And, I shaved my head. So I shave my head tomorrow morning. I won't shave my beard. What's tomorrow? Is tomorrow Thursday or Wednesday? Today's Wednesday. So tomorrow's Thursday. So I won't shave tomorrow. And I won't shave Friday. So I'll shave late in the day Friday, early Saturday. So that when she comes back, I'll be freshly shaven. Anyway, thank you guys for joining me. Appreciate it. I enjoyed the walk. That was a little bit of fun, a little bit of heaven. And, you know, appreciate it. Bye. Passive aggressive fucks. Can't stand them. Anytime somebody says to you, hey, go shave, I'll pay for it. I'm going to give you a donation later. Um, really? First, that rarely happens. It's only happened one time in all the time that I've been streaming and been on YouTube. It's only happened one time. And second, when somebody says, oh, I love those 1958 glasses, that's a slam. So, and I don't give a fuck what the guy thinks, but you know what? He's gone. That's it. Simple. See you later, pal. C'est la vie. Life goes on. Yes. That's how it goes. Anyway, nice talking to you guys. I will see you when I see you. I have absolutely, truly no idea when that will be. I would love to be on a schedule where I do everything on a certain schedule and it happens all the time that way, but that just ain't me. It just isn't me now. I just don't want to do that. So if I think of something to stream, if I feel like streaming, I'll stream in the near future or in the future. Otherwise, I'll have um, some videos coming up. I got a decent video coming up, not esoterical kind of video, but a decent one coming up. I think on Friday. So stay tuned. And that's all I have. So until next time, I'm Scott. I'm an American in Bonkapi, in Shrimp Paste Land. And Choke D Leo Jack and Mike. Good luck and see you again. All right? Take care.